Apologize.
What is the deal, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. So this is one huge video, and I'm about an hour late with seeing this video, but let's take a look. I'm about an hour late with making this video, but let's check out this tweet from Conor McGregor. This is from an hour ago. Conor McGregor tweets, "I have decided to retire young. Thanks for the cheese. Catches later." Wow. 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 Now, different people are speculating different things. I don't know what to think about this tweet from Conor McGregor. Of course, he's said to be fighting. It's supposed to be there's all types of rampant speculation about who he's going to fight next, whether it's going to be the rematch with Nick Diaz or whether it's going to be I would love to see him and Frankie Edgar go at it. I think that would be one hell of a fight. But wow, if the UFC was to lose Conor McGregor at this point, well, John Jones is getting ready to fight. That fight versus Ovince St. Preux is not a very good fight to me. Not a very good fight, to say the least. I really want to see. I would love to see John Jones go, get that rematch versus Daniel Cormier. But we know he can beat Daniel Cormier. But the shit is crazy. Conor McGregor, Ronda Rousey, and John Jones are the only three rock stars that the UFC has. For Dana White to lose Conor McGregor would be a devastating blow at this point for the UFC. Absolutely devastating. But when you have to be honest with you though, when you have the popularity of a Conor McGregor right now, I mean, Conor McGregor has a ton of popularity. Even if he never fought again, I feel like he would get movie roles at this point. He could definitely get some acting roles. He could be the bad guy on a shit ton of movies. He has endorsements lined up out the ass right now. I walked into a clothing store the other day, and lo and behold, it's Conor McGregor on the front of the door for the clothing store. So this guy has a lot of opportunities that don't involve him getting punched in the face by other men. So, I mean, could it be true? Could it be just a publicity stunt? I don't know, but what I'm telling you is that boxing, MMA, even the NFL are seeing players walk away younger and younger. Look how many guys have walked away from the NFL because they've come in, they've made money, they've invested in other opportunities, and they decide that the health ramifications of being a professional football player, boxer, whatever the case may be, is not worth it. So you see them walking away from money left on the table to go and do something that's not as strenuous on the body, especially with the CTE shit coming out every fucking day. It's not worth it to make all that money when you're young and then get older, get in your 50s, and you end up killing yourself like Junior Seau. You know what I mean? So who knows? Who knows if this is true? I'm gonna wait for people to come out with the facts and let me know. Let me know what exactly what's going on. I swear to God, I'm gonna kill somebody. Please tell Conor is not making the pick. Ain't no right reaction to Conor. Conor every time he's retiring to bed early with a 10-pound. Well, he just body loves cheese. Conor McGregor retiring. You know what? It wouldn't shock me. Anyway, man, how many people I got in the building? I got the Comcast guy in my house right now.
It's okay.
You tripping about Hassan being wrong. I got ton of respect for Hassan though. But yeah, okay. Whatever you say. I expect to see Joe in the comment section. He's scared after that fight. Yes. I hope he does not retire. All I'm gonna tell you is the guy probably has all types of lucrative endorsements, all types of acting roles that he could possibly do that will make him money. Not to mention the UFC rips off their fighters. The UFC does not pay the fighters the money they're supposed to be making, and the Reebok deal is shit. So you never know. There's a lot. Wow. If this happens to the UFC and Ronda Rousey doesn't come back and John Jones happens to lose, Dana White, he can't pull out his hair because he's already bald. He'll grow a new head of hair. It'll be the reverse. Seriously, like all his cash cows are dead. He has no more cash cows. Verdum as a champion in the heavyweight division, he's a good champion, but he's not a guy who puts butts in the seats. John Jones is a guy who puts butts in the seats, but imagine if he lost. Then you have, damn, I forget who the middleweight champion, Luke Rockhold. I like Luke Rockhold, but he's not a rock star. Then you have the welterweight champion. He's a damn good fighter, but again, not a rock star. Then you have Conor McGregor.
Did you let me go?
Damn good fighter, and he is the only rock star that the UFC has who has a title belt. Mighty Mouse. Well, Dominic Cruz is a good fighter. Once again, not a rock star. And then Mighty Mouse is come on. Technically, Mighty Mouse is the best fighter the UFC has that nobody wants to watch, which is, I don't understand it. The guy is phenomenal. He's phenomenal everywhere. Phenomenal on the feet, phenomenal on the ground. He's the perfect fighter, and nobody likes him, which I don't understand. Anyway, let's see. Maybe a dispute with Dana, possible. Absolutely. I mean, that's the reason why. Think about it. You got guys like Fedor that won't even come to the UFC for some reason. And people are saying, well, possibly because he doesn't want to fight great competition. I don't think that's the case. I think there's certain things that go on in the UFC that certain guys don't want to have to deal with. And there's been plenty of other people that have walked away never to come back. But if the UFC loses Conor McGregor, it will be absolutely a devastating blow to this corporation at this point. There are 4 people who recently followed. Wow, look at this crap. Look at this. A person just shared this. Take a look at this. Look at this. Conor McGregor retired from the UFC. Here are 4 people he recently followed on Twitter. Shane McMahon, Triple H, Stephanie McMahon, and Becky Lynch. All of the WWE. Remember that guy named Brock Lesnar? That left the UFC and went to the WWE? That man can make a lot of money getting fake hit by chairs, even though it's still, it's still a risk factor. But at least you don't have grown men punching you in the face for a living, and he can still make millions. I can just see him right now as a fucking heel, and he would bring some sort of credibility to the WWE, saying that he is technically a real fighter. I'm gonna share that picture again. I want to be the first to break that story. Look at this. He retired from the UFC today.
So what's going on?
And here it
are signed up for the Latino package. 221 is not on the Latino package. I went and got the channel plan. As soon as they told me that, I looked on it.
But I got it when I was here.
Well, if you call customer service and ask to switch to the starter, it's on that.
What about VH1?
Yeah.
That's on
Yeah, and what you can do is starter is right here. That's why I brought this in.
No, start a VH1 on Latino.
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
We just don't get channel 221.
That's correct.
But they told me it was on my plan when I talked to them yesterday.
No, but remember, we had our internet from AT&T. 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 No, listen. AT&T screwed us up, so I switched to Comcast. So when I switched to Comcast, but anyway.
You hit A, it's gonna go to the mighty DR.
Oh,
Nick Diaz just said, "I guess my work here is done. I'm retiring too."
So if you want to.
What?
how much it is to put it on?
Because I just fixed the stuff.
Oh.
And the people I was calling can't do it, so we're just the people that like handle the routes.
Oh.
That being said, if you call in and they try to sell you on plans, here's the channel. It's gonna be free for me coming out. This is our area. They told you this on the phone and never had to take you come out. No problem. But everything else is in VH1 and all that because that's on the.
What the?
You were on the Latino package. It's on the back right here.
I see it.
Wow.
That's HD. No,
Wait a minute. Yo. Oh. My head is hurting right now.
Oh.
So moments. So now Nate Diaz has just tweeted that he's retiring as well.
But that's what's up. And like I said,
Is this like a late April Fool's
this
joke?
was on us, so it's free.
Thank you.
Oh, no problem. No problem.
Wow.
Sorry to take you.
Yes, that's what I get paid to do. No worries. Take care, guys.
Thank you so much.
Wow, that's crazy.
All right, I'm gonna let you
Wow. So now Nate Diaz has tweeted that he's retiring as well. Let's take a look at that tweet. Nate Diaz said, "I guess my work here is done. I'm retiring too." So I guess he doesn't want to fight unless he's fighting Conor McGregor. What the fuck is going on in the UFC? This better be some type of joke. Wow, this is crazy. Conor McGregor's coach has said that it was fun while it lasted. So he's confirming that Conor McGregor is indeed retiring. Then Nate Diaz goes online. Nate Diaz tweets, "I guess my work here is done," and he's retiring too. What the hell is happening with the WWE? And then you find out, you look at the people who you look at the people that Conor McGregor has followed recently, and they're all from the WWE. I said it here first. If he shows up in the WWE, I was the first person to break that news. That is crazy. That is fucking crazy. Wow, UFC. But at the same time, none of this stuff is. Hey, I'm still on camera.
I'm looking okay.
None of this stuff is concrete. There's nothing in stone.
I'm look fine, don't I?
Yeah.
Okay then, so what's the problem?
I didn't know what you was wearing behind me.
Oh, I was coming up there naked. What the heck?
You've worn some Gucci Mama shit behind me before. Man, get your ass down somewhere. Wow. Fucking crazy. Give Comcast a call and see. Is your DVR working now?
Where's the remote? Where's the remote?
Right there. So the motherfuckers couldn't look on there and say, hey, these guys don't have. I thought he had the DVR working.
He do.
Okay, so it is working.
Yeah. He switched it to where I can press 8 and it'll come on.
All right. So call them and see what they're talking about with the.
He just got off the phone with him.
With the 221. I understand that. Call them and see what they're talking about with the shit. Anyway, man.
It's okay.
Like I say, breaking news. Let the speculation begin. Conor McGregor tweets that he has decided to retire early. He's decided to retire young. And it has led to rampant speculation as far as what he meant by that tweet. I have decided to retire young. Thanks for the cheese. That was a tweet from Conor McGregor. Shortly, about 4 minutes ago, Nate Diaz followed that tweet with a tweet of his own saying that I guess my job here is done. Sorry, not dumb, but done. And he's retiring. If you look at some of the most recent people that Conor McGregor has followed, they include Triple H, Stephanie McMahon, Becky Lynch, and Shane McMahon. So let the speculation begin. What the fuck is about to happen to the UFC? Ronda Rousey is still not back yet. Conor McGregor is, who knows what the fuck is happening. And Nate Diaz is also tweeting that he's leaving. So there's a lot going on right now with the UFC. I'm just going to sit back and wait for all of the news to happen. Anyway, if you're not following me, make sure that you go ahead and hit subscribe to the channel. Tomorrow, of course, we will be talking about. Tomorrow we will be talking. Yeah, no, they couldn't see me. Tomorrow I will be talking about Miami Heat versus the Charlotte Hornets. It's game 2. Game 2 tomorrow. So I will be talking about Miami Heat versus Charlotte Hornets. And there's a lot of shit going on, man.
How come they broadcast the Cleveland game, but they won't broadcast the Heat game?
UFC on Fox said that it could have been a scare tactic to scare Dana White after an argument. Ooh. Even, what if he goes to Bellator? Can you think of what type of jump Bellator would instantly take if Conor McGregor leaves the UFC and goes to Bellator? What if Nate Diaz goes to Bellator and they have the rematch in Bellator? Wild. Absolutely wild. We shall see. They asked Nate Diaz about Conor McGregor retiring instead of rematch, and he says, I'm not surprised, motherfuckers. We'll see, man. We'll see exactly what happens. I will talk to you guys later. if there is any more breaking news, if anything else comes out of this, I will make sure that I make another video. We'll go live. We'll talk about it. Talk to you next time. Peace.